Okay, so in this video we're going to be integrating the natural log of x over x to the fifth dx. And this is a little more complicated problem, and if you don't recognize immediately that the natural log of x over x is the natural log of x over x to the fifth is equivalent to x to the negative fifth times the natural log of x dx. The problem is probably going to be much harder for you. But once you recognize that, it's just another integration by parts question. So we use the same formula, u dv equals uv minus the integral v du. And then when doing this, okay, now we have to make up our little chart again. So u equals du equals dv equals, and then v equals. And so how are we going to choose our u? Same way, we're looking for first the logarithm, which we do have right here. Here's our log. Inverse, algebraic, here's it. Which is also kind of like inverse too. And then we just take those. So our u is going to equal the natural log of x. Natural log of x. That means our du is 1 over x dx. And our dv is going to be the integral x to the negative fifth dx. And our v is x to the negative fourth over negative 4. And that's just taking the simple integral. Now, we're going to plug everything we have back into this equation. So this comes down, and we have the natural log of x to the negative fourth over negative 4 minus the integral of x to the negative 4 over negative 4 times 1 over x dx. And so let's simplify that a little further, because the rest of this is just simply condensing our statement right here. So we have the natural log of x to the negative 4 over negative 4. We take out this negative from this negative 4 and make this a plus sign. The integral, right here I'm going to make it x to the 1 over x to the fourth times 1 over x dx. And that's just making sure you see that these two don't cancel out. They're both on the bottom, so they can't cancel each other out. And so now we have, I'm going to move this negative up here. So negative natural log of x all over 4x to the fourth, because the negative 4 will just bring this down, plus 1/4. Where did this go? Oh, okay, this should still have 4 here, but I'm pulling it out. 1/4 the integral. This should be 1 over x to the fifth dx. Now, just to make it a little simpler on all of us, let me move that down. And it's going to be negative natural log of x over 4x to the fourth plus 1 over 4, the integral x to the negative fifth dx. And that's just me switching it from the denominator back to the numerator, just because I like to work with it in the numerator a little bit better. It's easier for me. And then we have negative natural log of x over 4x, 4, that just keeps coming down, plus 1/4, and the integral of x to the negative 5 is you're adding 1 and putting your term over the exponent you get. So it's x to the negative fourth over 4, which we've seen earlier in the problem, plus c. And last, we're just going to make it a little bit cleaner. Negative natural log of x over 4x to the fourth plus 1 over I'm going to multiply these together, so 16x, and I'm bringing down this x to the denominator because it's a negative exponent, to the fourth plus c. And here's your answer right here.